Hello, everyone. My name is Anya Robbins, and today we have an Embassy Clubhouse.
What up, peeps?
My name is John. Era. And we have John here, and a bunch of the ambassadors actually had plans, so we're just here alone, but it's okay. We're gonna have a great time. Theme is historical eras, so you can pretty much do whatever you want. Just think of like maybe not. You could do like future. You could do like past. Just think of something cool and then just go for it. It could be like, what do you think when you think historical eras? Like, what's the first thought that pops into your mind?
Well, I've been working on all that stuff from like the Roaring '20s of mine, so I think of the bygone era. You know, I think of like H.G. Wells' time or something like that. So
interesting.
Yeah, here, that's my
just. I'm gonna turn off
the good old days.
Stroke thing.
The good old days.
The 20s.
The Roaring '20s would have been freaking awesome to live in. That would have been so good. Yeah, like, you know how many kids drove without a license in the Roaring '20s? Like, you know what I mean?
Like, that's a can of worms.
Well, I mean, cars went like 20 miles an hour too, so it was like you could probably get hit by one and survive. You know, they were like all these new fandangled self-propelled horses are
self-propelled horses,
motorized carriages.
Wow.
These motorized carriages.
That's so funny.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. I am not sure what I want to do. I'm thinking like Grecian.
Nice, Grecian. I'm doing that era, but I'm doing a crow like in that era. So I don't know why, but just feel like
sure. I'm drawing way too big. Hold on.
It's gonna end up being like Scrooge,
go in the corner.
But like Scrooge, like as a crow, which kind of makes sense, I guess.
Fun.
I think. Let's do.
We have such different vibes. Like I go for elegance most of the time, or I try to.
It's so elegant already. Like I don't understand what you're talking about. He's got a top hat. How much more elegant can it get?
I don't know how to deal with you. Oh my gosh.
Everybody that knows me, Anya, the first thought when they're like, John, it's absolutely elegance. Like that's synonymous with me, you know?
I mean, I think the only way in which that works is like you're really tall and lanky, so I guess you could like strike an elegant pose.
I probably could. I've never done that though, but I probably could.
I love that how you could say that with certainty. Like you're just like, yep.
Never happened.
100% never happened. Lovely.
I need to make this guy a little bit judgmental because I feel
judgmental.
Because I feel like everyone that was elegant in the 20s was judgmental.
Really?
I feel like that was part of what it like if you were in the upper crust, like you were crusty.
The upper
you know what I mean?
crust.
You know, you were crusty.
Okay, we're learning terms today, guys.
You don't know the upper crust? You don't know that upper crust?
No, unfortunately, John, I'm too young for that.
Oh, too young. I mean, it's just
Hey. Oh what my up, gosh, Vance? You're alive. Yeah. I thought you went to Annecy or something. I was like, where is he?
Oh, I didn't know.
Oh my gosh.
She was talking so much smack about you in French and everything. I don't know what she was saying, but she was like, you know, whatever.
I just got home and I didn't know that. I forgot, I guess. There was a Clubhouse.
No worries.
You're good, man. It happens.
Sorry.
No, you're good. You'll make up for it. I know you will.
You guys, it's so funny. Because like every single ambassador is like, can you send me a text in the morning to like remind me or something?
Well, the problem is it's like a little bit. So it doesn't like if it happens every week, like it's easier, you know. But if it's like sporadic, like that's when it gets hard, you know. So
yeah,
it's hard. I know.
I got the lag thing again.
Somebody said I'm a potato.
Oh no! Why do you get that lag? I always wonder, like, why?
Potato.
I think it's every time I update my computer or something. Like I get the
There's like
lag
a
thing.
setting. Like Windows is just like,
Yeah, and someone
Windows ruins everything.
Yeah.
What
Someone had some sort of tutorial on how to get rid of this, but you need to restart the computer and also I'll do it later.
I thought you were gonna say.
What's Ligar? Is that like the guys? Like a peeps, the peeps? Is that like
Liga? Oh,
hey, guys, how are you? That's what they say.
What do they say?
Yeah, basically just
hello,
hi guys,
how are you? And Frank said, I'm a potato.
Of course. Of course. I love it.
I'm making a fine gentleman here.
Nice.
Like I said, what do you think about this, Venz? I said he's anybody that's from the upper crust or that's elegant. I said from the early 1900s, like they had to be judgmental. That's why I gave him these judgmental eyes. I felt like you agree with me on that, or Anya thought it was a bit dubious, that claim. But yeah, I think so. I think you had to be in order to survive as a rich person, you had to want to step on the necks of everyone.
Survive? Oh my goodness.
Like you couldn't stay rich if you didn't step on everybody else's necks and stuff.
I disagree.
Back in the early 1900s.
Come on now.
Come on. I know. I'm just being funny. It probably is actually more like that now than it is. I don't know.
Yes, that one I agree with. Or that
I was just trying to be funny though.
There's a bit of Scrooge.
Speaking of historical,
mm-hmm.
it might just be a thing with humanity, sadly.
Yeah, I think so. Know? Sorry, I was trying to be funny too. It ended up being political and crap. I didn't want to do that, but
you're good.
Yeah, it's Scrooge vibes. Totally. That's what I said. I said I didn't mean to, but it ended up being like Scrooge, 100%. So it's total Scrooge vibes. And I should put maybe underneath him, I could put Tiny Tim, like that.
Who is Tiny Tim? I need to know this.
Wait, what? Anya,
listen,
please don't. What, guys? You don't know Tiny Tim?
No.
This is the best. I love seeing John lose his mind.
I'm Scrooge.
Everybody's losing their mind right now. Everybody in the chat, they're all losing their mind.
You,
Tiny Tim,
just you.
He's got the crutches, and Scrooge treats him like trash. What?
Maybe.
Now, Venz, I understand. There's
Excuse you?
Why?
Yeah. I understand that Venz doesn't know that. I'm saying,
yeah, we don't
have who?
We don't really have Scrooge.
No, French. What? Okay, hold up. He sounds iconic. Don't get me wrong. Somebody said.
Yeah.
All right, hold up. Dude, what? How is this not?
Please, John, educate us. Educate us young people.
Hold on, I gotta show you.
Old cartoons.
Because
Tiny Tim's for real. That's really funny. Interesting. Okay, look. So here's Disney. Here's Disney Wiki, the Disney Wiki. I don't have permission to paste, Anya.
I was worried you'd be pasting weird stuff in here. So
well, that's probably true, but here you go. Look at this. Tiny Tim. Look, this is the Mickey version of Tiny Tim.
Okay.
I was painting.
This is the Mickey version of Tiny Tim. Here's another version of Tiny Tim. There's another one from another movie.
You made your point. He's
then there's
apparently.
This is actually awesome. Someone did Tiny Tim doing
dabbing. Oh my gosh.
It's this guy. See, everybody knows Tiny Tim from the Christmas Carol, or whatever. Scrooge or Christmas Carol, whatever. He's literally been in every single Scrooge version.
I just never watched really. I know the Scrooge and the story, but I never watched the Scrooge movie, I think. So,
and I mean, like I said, France, I get it. You know, but come on, Anya, in Canada, you would know that.
Listen, listen here, you. Listen. Just because you know things doesn't mean everybody else knows them.
That's true. Obviously. When I searched up, that's one creepy musician. Is there a musician? Is there a musician? That's funny. I didn't know that. That's funny. Awesome. Tiny Tim. Well, now I gotta put Tiny Tim in this. Now he's
yep, go ahead.
I'm gonna put him on the ground. Maybe I'll make Scrooge pooping on him, like, because that's basically
that's
that's basically what happened. Well, that's what basically happened.
Poop on everything.
Right, but it's like
it's time you did that too.
It's poetic. It's poetic, you know, for how Scrooge treated him.
Poetic.
You know what I mean?
Oh, well, yeah, I guess maybe.
There's a message.
Yeah.
But it's like exactly. Last time you also made somebody pooping on.
That's true. I did make a bird pooping last time, but that went over well, I thought. So maybe I should keep doing it. You know what I mean?
Oh my goodness.
I'm feeling weird today. Sorry, guys. I have no idea what's going to come out.
It's just fine. Don't worry. I just enjoy making fun of you. It's like the best. Good.
Bring it. Bring it on.
Always.
I love it. I love it. My true friends will mock me, you know, so I like that.
Mm-hmm.
I want to change the shapes on this bad boy though. I want to make his like body back further like this because I want to make his neck like really. I feel like Scrooge have like a scrawny little neck. Like he'd have a scrawny little neck. It almost kind of. I want him to look kind of like a vulture. What if you know how parrots will sometimes like pick their feathers out? You know, like when they get upset, like they're upset about everything. Maybe I can have him like have his feathers. Oh my gosh!
Can he please have a feather in his beak?
In his beak, yeah.
Yeah.
Like a little, like a feather in there or something. Yeah, definitely.
Aww.
And this is Tiny Tim over here.
Well,
let's put him.
You've inspired me. The helmet that is on my lady has feathers now.
Yes. What about you know? I can't wait till I paint the poop. Let's see what that inspires.
No. I'm not gonna take that.
Oops. Wow. Sorry, guys.
What a lovely idea. We should do a clubhouse where we paint on black canvas.
Yeah, man.
But you are going to say where we paint poop.
That's so good.
Yes.
So good.
That's gonna be a short.
I need to put his cane off to the side, like his cane is like down like this, and he's just got a pile on him like this. He just like got piled up. Straight from the cloaca right onto Tiny Tim. Straight. Oh man.
That is so awful. But like in the best way possible. You know what I mean? You know. I love how Vance, you're making like a Roman version of the bird. That's so wonderful.
Yes. I love it.
No opacity.
What?
So Tiny Tim would have. I should make him dead, like he was dead, like pooped to death.
You know,
he starved to death, and then
like your ideas are always so unique. You know, like you just your ideas.
Can I have some more, sir? No. Take my droppings and like it. You know, that's what Scrooge said. I should have Scrooge like looking back at him. Like he's looking back like this. Like, yeah, take that. You know.
Everyone's just like so inspired by your poopy bird.
He's dead.
Yeah. Let's do this. There we go. Yeah. Tiny Tim. I'll make his mouth open. He'll be like, maybe I'll do a little I gotta like make sure the cane is visible. That's the way people will know it's Tiny Tim. If you know what Tiny Tim is, of course, but
Or you can be normal and not.
Right. Well, that's true. Boring. You can be boring, you know.
Did you just call me boring?
No, normal is boring, I'm saying.
Oh, okay. Okay. Because I was going to say, we're going to have to fight.
Normal?
Like,
you consider
we're going to have to fight if you call me boring.
We can fight. I like fighting.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
We can do it. I'll just punch you in the eye.
Nice. No, I meant for the...
Okay.
About the bird.
That's hilarious.
He's
I was like, wait, what is he saying nice to?
Nice.
That's so funny.
Nice. Straight in the eye. Nice. That's awesome.
So good.
All right. Okay, I got to make my silhouette for this bad boy. Should I give him... I think I should give him a monocle, too. I feel like he needs a monocle.
Yeah, or a little watch as well, maybe. Like,
yes. Watch. That's good. That's good. Yeah, like
I don't know how would that work, like without the...
Maybe we can have it hang from his neck.
Oh, yeah.
He has no... I'll do both.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. That's it. That's a good... That's good. I like that on the hat. Like this.
Oh, yeah, maybe, yeah.
Yeah, it's like resting on there, and it's like... Maybe I'll have it wrapped around like this. Like it's tied a bunch, and then it's like...
Trying to figure out this fabric. I think I bit off more than I could chew. Oh, no.
I hate that when you're like, I have a good idea, and then you're kind of like, why did I do that?
It's like, I need more studies before I attempt this.
I know the feeling.
Why did I do this? Oh, dear. It's fun, but a lot of it is imagination. So I'm like, uh-oh.
Totally.
Yeah, what I do is I try to do the mannequin, because like this you have like a base on which you can like sort of make the fabric rest and think of gravity, you know. So if you sort of like do another layer and draw a bit underneath to see a bit better how it should
almost
rest.
have like the 3D underneath, so you have something to reference.
Yeah. I think that's helpful always. That's always helpful.
For sure.
Okay, well, let's go for that. Let me just see what I'm doing then.
I'm adjusting my silhouette. Like this.
I mean, wouldn't it be rude? Because a lot of, maybe not in this period, because I'm doing like fantasy version of that historical period. But historically speaking, a lot of women wore a lot of things underneath their skirts that, you know, where it's meant to look like that's their natural silhouette. They're trying to fake that silhouette. I don't want to be rude and expose, like, you know, she could have a bustle underneath there. She could have like one of them cages or whatever. She could have... I don't want to expose that.
Listen. I've got Scrooge taking a dump on Tiny Tim. I think whatever you want to do, you're good. You're good. I think you're pretty good. Don't sweat it.
Is it a Valkyrie or something?
I don't know. I listen, I just have like a weird helmet from like Dark Souls, Grecian statues in front of me, Roman helmets.
Okay.
And then everything else is from my head. So I'm just going for like a flowy like lines.
Oh yeah, sure. The helmet, yeah, it looks like Valkyries a bit. the cool. Vikings.
Yeah, it's cool. It's like it looks a lot like a sculpture to me.
Yeah.
How people get like rhythm for a sculpture. Looks good.
The pose is from a sculpture, yes.
Oh, okay. Nice.
It's from two. I am like merging a lot of stuff together, so it's
You see Nexus is here.
Nice. Nexus, what's up, dude? Let's admin you up.
I think he was still drawing without the admin, So maybe you didn't.
Oh, I know. Just all of our Discord moderators get admin upon entry to all the canvases.
Oh yeah, that's why.
Yeah.
Because we know they're
shout out to the Discord moderator.
He knows we're not.
They're awesome. Yeah, I haven't announced it on the Discord, so like, hot new goss over here, or like whatever, drop the tea, whatever the young kids say. Yaga's our new mod. So if you see her, she's no longer on the canvas, I think, but she was in here when we started. She's pretty awesome. So we have some secret new events that are coming to the Discord soon. I'm really excited for that.
Nice.
It's gonna be awesome.
Very cool.
Yeah. It is.
Let's do this. All right. I got my silhouette from a Scroogey boy.
Yeah, I'm good with the underneath. This is fine. It's just the
Oh, I hit a size limit. 1,000 pixels is the biggest I can make this brush. Don't like that. Don't like that at all.
Interesting.
Yeah. No good.
I'll mention that.
Yeah. Should be able to make it huge, like the size of the screen.
Just as big as you want. Yep.
Yeah.
I think I mentioned that one time. Second vote would be good.
Yes, indeedy. Okay. Okay, I'm going to make this a multiply layer.
Oh my goodness.
Why did it... Oh, I've got to make it a overlay layer maybe or something. Why did it kill it?
Yeah, some of the layer stuff doesn't behave exactly like Photoshop, which is like
oh yeah.
Yeah, some of the stuff doesn't necessarily behave.
Yeah, it's all right though.
It
might work better, you know what I mean?
Yeah, like they're going in like different directions with stuff. It doesn't necessarily need to be exactly like that. It's just if you're expecting it to work that way, that's what I was more referring to, is like it doesn't necessarily work the same.
Gotcha.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm experimenting.
I never heard of software acting differently for like multiply or layer modes. Yeah.
Huh.
I don't know. I need to compare Photoshop and Clip Studio. Maybe it's different. I just didn't know.
Yeah, maybe. Why is that?
Now everyone is drawing birds. That's cool.
I know, it's become the bird embassy apparently. You guys try to include the theme in there. So like whatever bird you're doing, like try to make it like it's I don't know if this is Grecian penguin over here. Like
yeah.
Loving it. Oh my goodness. I'm gonna go over to the second canvas real quick with the stream because it's looking really cool. I love so much with this girl, and then on its hand someone's like, oh, gotta put an angry burb.
Yeah, that's cool.
What's this over here? Oh, cool horse. That's awesome. Really loving this. The perspective's really cool on that. Awesome.
Yeah, I like when it's like organic and the themes start coming out and people are just like, let's do birds, you know, it just kind of happens. I like that.
Yeah,
you didn't know it was going to happen, you know. It's fun.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay, let's see. I'm trying to think. Why is this on normal? And why is it doing that? Okay. Weird. I think it's this layer that's making it weird. Yeah, that's the layer. Okay. Trying to get my layers like somewhat organized and figure out what's contributing to what, you know? Okay, let me get rid of...
I'm trying to stay on one layer, but every time I keep moving around, it like makes me a new layer. I'm like, no, I'm still sketching. Leave me alone. I don't like working with many layers. I try to stay like one layer for sketch, one layer for painting, and one layer for signature. I'm very like, nope, please don't make. I think I got traumatized. Like I did a collaboration with somebody like years ago, and what it was is like we would both work on something, get it halfway, and then turn it over to the other person, and the other person would finish it. I handed over something like a document with 10 layers, and they were all organized. I received a document with like 70 layers. And I was like, never.
That's overkill.
I just could not. And you know, I'm sure the person has grown since. I'm sure they're doing wonderful art. It's just too many layers. Too many
That
layers.
is a lot of
like,
layers.
I spent a long time just merging layers and organizing stuff before I could even paint. Like it was just why?
Yeah.
I was like, why do you hate me? Like
well, they'd make an art director mad, you know.
Oof. Oh yeah, for sure.
You like like, what the heck, you know?
Yeah, but having layers sometimes it's nice, no? Because you can easily change things.
Like sure.
Yeah, but you had like 30 of the layers was like just the coral background, and it was like each individual coral was one layer, and I was like,
I'm not saying
it just needs to make sense.
Yeah. But some artists actually do use like a lot of layers, and just because you can easily change things.
Totally.
Like, but I see I prefer to work with fewer layers as well. I merge.
Yeah, sometimes you have to. Sometimes you have to, like, depending on what the project is or whatever. Because if you don't, you'll get yourself into trouble, for sure. But yeah, you can't be like, well, I'll repaint that. Just give me like a week. You know, you can't.
Yeah,
can't do that. If the
I think it depends on what you're doing.
Totally, yeah.
But sometimes I merge a bit too quickly, and I'm like 1 hour later, I'm like, oh, why did I merge?
Yep.
Should have just kept doing.
So I just commit.
You just commit. Yeah, you just yeah.
I'm just like, I ain't got no time. I'm just like, okay, so what I do if I'm feeling nervous about what I'm about to put down, so I have like my sketch layer, my painting layer, and as I paint, the sketch layer will like, I'll just lower the opacity and then eventually I'll turn it off. But what happens is if I'm on the paint layer and I'm about to put down something that I'm not sure about, then I make a new layer right on top. I paint for a while. I turn it on and off. If I like it, I keep it. I merge it.
Gotcha.
So I maintain the like one paint layer, but if I'm like gonna experiment a little, I'll just do the layer on top to like just make sure I protect what's like solid.
Gotcha.
Work non-destructively, people.
That's right.
So yeah.
But where did my Tiny Tim go? That's the question.
He needs to be pooped on. Like what?
Yeah, he also not recognized.
Where did he go?
I don't know. Let me see if I can take that. There he is. There he is. There's my little boy, my little Tiny Tim.
Oh gosh.
Yeah, sometimes I don't work with this method, but I wanted to try it today. I'm gonna make him like a magpie. Like so he has the white on his wings, you know what I mean?
Cool.
Or like an African magpie or whatever. You ever seen that? They have like that white on their wings. So they're like a crow, but they just have that white on there. So like
African magpie. Oh.
You're like Googling it?
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
The African one is really cool.
It's more like the belly that is white though.
Yeah, sometimes it's the shoulder. Yeah, it's like the shoulder and the belly. Yeah, I thought it was on the wings, but it's on the shoulder and the belly, which actually be interesting. Let me do this.
Those are cool, yeah.
Yeah, they're really cool. Yeah, like I can do this, like the belly. Actually, I could give him like almost like an overalls looking thing. That'd be funny.
African or European magpie? That's a reference to Monty Python, I think. And Indian magpie. There is Oriental magpie, Indian, that lives in India. So I guess that's the one you're talking about, usually.
Yeah, okay.
But yeah, African or European magpie, it's a reference to Monty Pythons. I recognize that.
Nice.
Okay, let's give him this. I can make, you know what I could do is like make it like feathers, but give him a tie, like make it his tie. Do you know what I'm saying? Like it's like he's wearing a bow tie, but it's feathers.
Oh yeah, feathers.
Yeah.
That's a good idea.
Yeah.
You're way too amused.
Swooping. Nice. It's called swooping when they attack. Nice.
Fun. You know, like what's really practical, because I have 2 windows open with this canvas, I'm like, you know, looking at what I'm doing, but I can look over at the big canvas and see it in small to like just double check it looks cool from a distance. It's like having your mirror like close to the canvas.
Yeah,
it's fun.
That's awesome. I want to try to get that like iridescence that shows up on the back of them if I can.
Ooh.
Get that.
That'll be cool.
Yeah, we'll see. Now I got to do the poop on a separate layer.
That poop. Yes. Make it look real, John.
Yeah, it needs to have
Gross
a mixture.
Everyone out.
Okay, let's do crow poop. I'll look it up as reference. Crow poop.
Yes.
Here's the reference I'll use for this one. Surprisingly, people don't have lots of pictures of. Okay, so there we go. There's some.
Surprisingly? What do you mean surprisingly? Like
it's the internet.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But I do know that birds have
Fair.
the urine and the urate in the same thing. So that's why some of it's white and some of it's like, you know, so little lesson.
Thank you. I'm so glad you said that.
There's a splatter brush, and I feel like this is the time to use that splatter brush. You know, this is the ideal time, like, to use that splatter brush. Tiny Tim, you got busted up. Okay.
Excuse me. Need to change some of my sketch. Darn. Okay.
I like the samurai here. With the penguin.
Okay. I'm gonna merge this down. Doink. Like this. I'm gonna merge the poop down too.
Iconic.
How come sometimes when you're moving layers, it like defaults all the way up or all the way down? Do you know what I'm talking about?
I don't like, okay, so when I'm using this when I'm using this on my own, it's like layer management is fine. But as soon as I do it with like a group where it's like there's so many layers, it's so hard. Like, we want layer groups. We want layer groups.
Yeah, for sure. For sure, I think. Yeah.
You can also use the search function, type in me, and you will get just your own layers. That's just good. Your layers. So
that's really good, actually.
Right?
Yeah. I like that.
So it's a little bit less confusing. It's just that if you're an admin and you're taking care of the board, if somebody has an issue, you kind of have to pop out of that to like take care of stuff. Yeah.
I hear painting happening too. I think, is that on yours, Anya?
That's Ben's. No, it's Ben's.
I can hear it. It's nice. He's like,
yeah, it's like, really good ASMR.
Yeah,
it's really nice.
Yeah.
My mic is bad. I mean, it's a good mic, but I'm having tons of problem with it.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And it's not. Yeah. Like I had a little software that was supposed to come with it, and it's not working anymore. So I'm doing with the sort of default settings. I try to fix it, but I'm having trouble.
That's annoying.
I'm bad with it also. With like fixing software, I guess. It's annoyed.
I hear you. I hear that.
Is it loud though?
No, it's
no. It's really like pleasant.
Yeah, it is.
You know, when I'm editing videos, if it's your video events, like I always hear it, and I'm like, oh, that's so nice.
Yeah, it is. It is nice. It's good.
Okay. I'll try to fix it.
No, you're fine, man.
Can you hear also the fans of my computer?
No.
We can hear everything. If you fart, we'll hear it. No.
Well, we probably would hear that. Probably would. I mean, you know,
don't scare the
if any of us did, it would. You know.
Okay. But
man, I was surprised. Like, I think 2 days ago I was streaming and I like accidentally burped right into the mic, and I checked the recording afterwards and I was like, okay, no one heard that. Good. I like on the spot, I was like, oh no. But yeah, you know, being a girl, I don't want recordings of me burping live. You know, that's not.
I don't think guys want that too much either, though. I don't think, you know.
I don't know. Not. Some guys.
Yeah, you're right. That's true.
Some guys do it on purpose. It's really
that's
like.
True. Fair enough. Yeah. My wife hates that. She hates it so much.
Oh, my brother, he'll like walk down the hallway and just like let one rip, like huge burp, like open mouth, forcing it out just to make it louder. It's like, really? It's like, did you have to? Like,
Marie gets so mad if I do it. She's like, that's gross, you know, or whatever.
That's so funny.
And Sam's always like, "That was awesome," or whatever, you know.
It's like, way to go, Dad! Show your dominance.
So funny. And Maria will be like, she'll get so mad. She'll be like that. You don't love me if you're just gonna keep doing that. Like you don't. real dramatic. It's like real dramatic. You know, really funny. She's being funny, but it's like she just hates it so much.
That's so good though. Like you don't love
Which
me.
actually, like the amount that she hates it, like makes me kind of want to do it a little more. Like, to be honest.
Oh.
I feel like I gotta see how far it's gonna go. Funny.
Oh man, you're putting me in an awkward position though. Like I don't know who to support. Like
support her. It's always
okay.
Support her.
Okay.
100%.
Okay.
Okay, I've got this. I want to see this watch face. It'll be fun. This is not what I thought I was going to paint. It's interesting, actually. Like I didn't know what I was going to paint when I came in here, but
my funnest thing is like not planning anything, throwing like a bunch of stuff on a PRF board and just like seeing what vomits onto the canvas.
Yeah.
Like that's my favorite thing recently. Like I just show up and do stuff, you know? It's fun.
Yeah. I know that's like my most fun almost. I mean, that's like what I like to do the most of anything. Is like you know, and same with music, like to get together with people and just like jam. That's the best.
Yes. Yeah.
That is the best.
That's why the software is awesome.
That's right.
Yes, yes.
I'm gonna put veins on his neck and stuff like that. Like by the end, I'm gonna put like veins all on there and stuff.
Thank you for making like with every choice decision, the decision that would, you know, make us all even more awkward, you know?
Yeah, sure.
Like just make us uncomfortable. Thank you for that.
I love awkward situations. I love them. Some people avoid them, but I like to try to create them, honestly. Like it's really fun.
Oh my gosh.
They're just fun. Like it's like fun to see what happens, I think, you know. I don't know. I've always felt like that. Okay. I'm just gonna keep reducing my drawing slightly, like as I render more and more, I think. But once I get to a certain point, I feel like I then can go to like a single layer, but before that I don't feel like I can. But why is this not? There we go.
I get you.
Yeah, it's almost like prepping the painting on like an oil painting or something like that. Like getting the drawing in and prepping it and stuff like that. And then,
you know, your sentiment of like, you know, what you just worded just a little bit ago, like that is so. I think that's a very common experience for men in general because, like, my husband is like the most disagreeable man ever. And by that I mean like. I'm slowly kind of like learning from him how to be more disagreeable. But like, honestly, if someone doesn't like something, he's like up in that. Like he needs to push it. He needs to like be a pain. Like, and that's
why I liked him when I met
this thing. Yeah, like, and you two get along so
troublemakers.
We're both so troublemakers. Well. Yeah, absolutely.
You got to add spice, right, to food. It's like there's bland food, and then there's spicy food, right? So you just make life a little spicy by adding some awkwardness or some, you know, some things like that.
Well, he doesn't really go for awkward, but like if you're one of his people, he will like he's on this kick of like saying every possible dad joke he can. And like I know he's going to come at me with dad jokes, right? But like he's getting better at it where he'll like come up to me and it feels like it's a normal conversation. He'll like just start talking to me and he'll walk right into a dad joke and I'm just like, you just wait. Can I take back the last 20 seconds of my life? Thank you. Like you just wasted my time. And it's just like, it's the thing that makes it like acceptable is that he will basically do the equivalent of running away, giggling.
Yeah. Well, he's almost like he's like a grandpa already. He's like a grandpa already.
It's so cute. It's like
what grandpas do.
And it makes him happy. So it's like, why would I like, take away that moment of happiness kind of a thing? So I don't know. Guys.
Yeah, I got you.
Guys are so weird.
We are. That's, no doubt there. And that's all I'll say.
I'm probably in a room full of guys too. And I'm gonna get no empathy. They're all gonna be like, and?
Yep. I'm like we are mildly weird. I will say that. That's what I'll say. So
mildly?
Yeah, but I'm not gonna say anything else because I'm smart these days. When I was a kid, I would have gone into a comparison with women, but now I'm never gonna do that, That's not going to happen.
Yep. I think you've grown.
Yep. Be weird and proud. Exactly. Exactly, Frank.
Love that.
No reason not to be. It's funny, like anytime I've taught kids, like it's funny, like when you teach artists, like they're just not used to being around other artists a lot of times. And you do like it's almost like you give them permission to be weird and they're like, oh yeah, like, because everybody else normally is like ragging on them for being weird or whatever, but when you get around your people, it's like always fun. I want to put some like veiny stuff in the eyes, like give him some like bloodshot eyes. I feel like he's bloodshot from all his greed, so greedy that he just
love where this is going.
Himself out. And I often feel like once I have like one element of it like this, I can like build everything else around it, like lighting wise and stuff like that. Like I have to kind of figure out what that's going to be. And then once I figure that out, then I'm like, okay, this is sort of the lighting scheme, kind of. And I can do the rest. But I have to kind of figure that one out, that one area. And then I'm like, okay, that's what the lighting is. And then you kind of match everything else to that. But
yeah.
No music today too, huh?
Yeah.
Music.
Well, when there's more people talking, I like to just like leave it.
That's smart.
Because, we don't want like a ton of like noise traffic.
Yeah, true. And like I said, if it's like a little more awkward, which is good. We just covered that. So
the bloodshot eyes. Nice.
Yeah. It's funny, right? He's just
and making like the juiciest, most like reddest like eyes.
I might move
like
it over.
Your monster had the same kind of an eyeball
Let's give him
in the Monster Mayhem one.
Yeah.
Love it.
I want his eyes to be real wide too. Yeah, it did have yeah, I like painting eyes. That's why they're fun.
Yeah, there's lots of like reflections and stuff.
Yeah, it's a fun texture to do, I think.
Like it wouldn't be you if the eye was like, you know, a normal pretty eye.
Yeah.
Yeah, you wouldn't do like you know, cute.
True. Very true.
I love it though. It's like really good though. Oh my gosh. Yeah. Cool.
And then I gotta get the feathery kind of texture, which is fun as well, like this feathery texture on the outside. I like using alternative brushes for that too. Like to try to get it like, because you can get some pretty interesting looks to it. Like if I were to do this and kind of make it, kind of looks more like feathers if you do that, like this kind of thing. Fun little texture. I like the gold you put on your statue, your sculpture.
Thanks. I'm thinking of putting like flecks of it down the skirt.
Yeah, nice. I like that.
Wait, were you talking about Fence?
No, I was talking about you, but then I switched and I was going to say, okay. I just looked over and saw the Centurion too. That's good. Centurion.
Isn't it? That's so nice.
Good. Good.
I love the floof on its head. Love that.
Yeah. Isn't that funny that they had that? That's so funny.
Yeah.
That's crazy they had that.
Oh, your bird is so cool, Vince. What the heck?
You're the one he's drawing right now?
What?
Yeah.
Dude.
Yeah, it's really cool.
Oh, do you want me to move my drawing a little bit, Vince?
No.
Okay.
I'll make it smaller, but I don't know what to do yet.
I hear you. I'm gonna start taking away my sketch layer. So this is what I mean when I was explaining the way I work. It's like, okay, so I have like one layer that's on multiply, that's my sketch layer. And then I have a layer beneath that's like a blocking layer, and then a layer on top that's just me painting. And then as the sketch layer slowly disappears, I'll like lower the opacity. It'll start becoming just one layer when I don't need the line layer anymore. I think even I could just get rid of it. Nope, still need it. There's a few shapes in there I don't have sorted. So I'm gonna work on it. I mean, I have no idea if it's like a good way to work. It's just like my preferred way to work.
Yeah, well, that's fine too.
Yeah. Do what you like.
That's right. Trying to find, there's my layer. I was like, where is that layer? Couldn't find it.
You can always management. Yep, you can always search me.
Yeah.
And by that I don't mean don't search Anya, search like ME. I swear I said this to somebody the other day and they searched Anya and I was like, oh, just
like, enter your name in this slot, and they're like, your name, you know.
Right, exactly. Exactly.
What color are crow tongues? Does anyone know?
Green.
I have crows here.
Bright neon green. Yep.
I can try and catch one.
Neon green.
Just comes back with a crow and like
yeah.
I would pay to see that, Vince.
Let me check.
Oh my goodness, that would be hilarious.
I actually do have a lot of crows here. Like yesterday, they were like making so much noise in my outside.
Pinkish red. Okay, cool. You got a lot of crows there, huh? They're cool.
Yeah.
That you can they're really smart. You can like win them over and they'll like bring you stuff.
Yeah, I have. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think I have some like witches or something like gathering outside.
Witches.
That must be it. Yeah. Yesterday it was they were making so much noise like all day.
Oh my goodness. Just like get a spray bottle, right? Fill it with like
I love that it's called a murder
water.
of crows too.
Yes.
It's really fun.
Yeah, get a spray bottle and just like sit, like open your window and just like spray them.
I wouldn't do that. No.
But they're so loud. And it's just water. You're not going to kill them. They're
crows
like,
remember. Oh. They remember. They'll
That's right. So they won't come back there because they won't want to get sprayed.
Right, but if you want to befriend them, you can't.
Yeah, that would miss all my opportunities.
Okay. I just want to ask you guys: when was the last time a crow brought you something nice? When was the last time that happened?
Well, I've never befriended one. That's what my goal is to befriend one. I gotta find it. Gotta find one.
Well, and then proportionally speaking, how much more do they annoy you by being loud?
They don't really annoy me, actually. I don't really feel like that. I like them. I think they're cool. Actually, I don't mind crows. Like, I hate rabbits. Like the rabbits in my yard, like eat all my stuff and like, dude, like, I hate them.
Oh, see, that's where the difference is. It's like I have misophonia, so like noises drive me nuts, whereas you have a garden.
Yeah. Rabbits are like, they will come in and destroy, like they'll eat it to the ground. Like they'll destroy everything. Like, and then they bite stuff too that they can't even eat. They bite the leaves off stuff that they don't eat. Like they just walk by, bite it, and they're like, I don't want that. And then they leave it like, and they just bite it in half and stuff. They're so annoying.
They're so not okay. Like, what the heck?
Yeah. They'll bite like a tree that they can't eat, like I have like a pomegranate tree, and it was like, it like set it back like a whole year because they came by, like just bit the main trunk of it, like when it was still first growing. And they can't eat pomegranate. They can't eat the leaves. They can't eat that. Doesn't probably smell particularly like anything they can eat. And then they're just like, leave it. Then they just leave it on the ground. You're like, stupid rabbits. Like, ugh. They're just trying to eat, but I get it. But it's really frustrating when you're trying to garden and you're just like having to construct these massive things just to stop these stupid rabbits.
Yeah, I get
it doesn't matter. Like killing them doesn't do, like people want to kill them and stuff, but killing them like doesn't really do anything anyways, because they like propagate so quick that it doesn't matter. Like there's no point to do that. Do you know what I mean? Like you just have to like deter them. You have to deter them. That's the way to do it. And I think that's the way most farmers do it. They don't want to kill them anyways, but they're cute. But I mean, that's the truth. They're really cute, but they are, man, they're a terror though. They're kind of stupid too. Like you come out and they're like, dirt. They sit still. He can't see me, and I'm like, yeah, I can see you.
It's like the thing from Guardians of the Galaxy. Like, I've mastered the art of staying so still you cannot see me.
Yeah, that's right. Exactly. It's exactly what it's like. It's just like that.
Yes.
No joke, for real. Like they sit there and you're like, I can see you, you dumb. Like, get out of here. That's really funny.
Nice.
They're fine though. It's part of like, it's actually like, just like I call it like a nature tax. Like you have a nature tax that you have to pay. If you want to grow stuff yourself, like you just have to pay the nature tax. Yeah, it's just part of it, So I don't mind a little bit. I just wish they wouldn't, like, if they find a way in, Like I wish they wouldn't eat every single thing. Like that's the thing. Like a little bit of snacking and stuff is fine, but they will. I mean, if you have a huge thing, they'll eat all of it to the ground, like, and kill it all. It's crazy. So they're so destructive.
Whoa.
There's bobcats and coyotes here that I should just get a pet coyote. That'd be awesome.
Well, there is a fox. That's
what's that?
I have a fox that goes around, like that I can see. I would have a pet fox. That would seem
you
cool.
have a friend that's a fox?
It's not my friend. No, like he's making holes in the ground and things like this.
No, that is your friend. He's like helping you.
No, he's hurting him. He's putting holes in his ground.
Oh no! Oh, sorry, I misunderstood you.
Yeah, it's not a super, like, I mean, it kills a bit the animals and all. Like, it's a bit invasive. I don't know how to say it.
Yeah, yeah.
But invasive, yeah. But I mean, it's pretty cool. Like, foxes are cute.
Yeah, they're cool. They're definitely cool. Yeah, I like foxes. Because they kill rabbits.
Yeah, I guess they kill rabbits.
Nice.
Bobcats are awesome.
Nice.
Bobcats are my favorite. Like we have a lot of bobcats around here. They're my favorite because they don't eat anything in my garden, but they eat everything that eats my garden. So it's great.
Oh, you have this. Oh, nice.
Yeah, they're pretty too. They're really cool. They'll play in the backyard too. Like they'll bring their babies in and like play in the backyard. It's awesome. They're cool animals. I think they're really cool. They would probably kill my dog though. Like they probably would. She's little, so they probably would kill her. I'm guessing. So I have to keep her away from them. She'd go out there too. She would bark at them and think she's big stuff, and then get shredded. Like she's little. She's little.
Poor baby.
She's cute.
Poor thing.
She attacked an armadillo once. We were on vacation, and she had a war with this armadillo.
Oh my goodness, that's so funny.
She was going at it too. Like I was surprised because she's pretty chill most of the time, and she was like, she did not like that armadillo. She was like, "Get out of my territory" or whatever. It's really funny. If you guys have never seen an armadillo, if you don't know what I'm saying, you got to look it up. They're weird.
Yeah, armadillo, I know. They're pretty cool.
Yeah, they're cool. Yeah, they're a unique animal. Really unique, that's for sure. They're stupid too.
Oh, they are?
They're stupid. Yeah, they're pretty dumb, and they'll tear up your garden too. They'll tear up your garden pretty bad.
Oh, John just hates any animal that can tear up his garden.
Yeah. Well, they dig holes too, and like people that have horses, like their horse will break their leg in a hole and stuff. Like, like they have things like that. Like groundhogs do the same thing. Groundhogs do the same thing. But if you have a horse or something, it'll kill your horse.
Oh.
So, yeah, but yeah, it's just like I said, nature tax. It's just part of it. If you want to get involved, it's like I went on a hike in Arizona or New Mexico. I can't remember. I think we were in Arizona actually, and there's like a rattlesnake on the trail. I was like, dang. I told Sam, I was like, if I would have gotten bit by that, like it walked right out in front of us. Like, and I was like, man, if I would have gotten bit, I was like, I probably would have. I could have died from that or definitely lost a limb because we were so high up. We were high up. And thankfully, it rattled loud enough to where I didn't step on it, but it was right in the trail. I was like, oh, man. But I was like, I'm on his territory. It's kind of part of it, So,
yep.
So maybe the rabbits are like, hey, dude, we've been here for years, and now you're trying to grow corn and stuff. Like, what's your problem? Maybe they feel like that.
They're like, that dumb human.
Yeah. He thinks he can grow corn.
I'm jealous of your animals. Like we only have like cows here, like a lot of cows.
Say it again, Vince. What'd you say?
I'm jealous of your animals. Like you have cool animals there.
Yeah. We've got like longhorn cows here and stuff like that. They're cool. Longhorn cows are really cool.
Here we only have cows and a few rabbits maybe. But we only have the basic animals. Like we don't have the cool ones.
Yeah, but you have aren't the black chickens in France though? I think
Black
there's
chicken?
like that. Yeah, what is it called? There's a certain kind of French chicken that is like really high end. Hold on. French.
Maybe it's not in my area because
yeah,
black chicken,
yeah, it might not be in your area, but there's a really cool one. What's it called? Oh, it's from Alsace. Yeah, Alsace black chicken, I think is what it is. Oh, black Moran or whatever. Marans. How would you say that properly? Moran, right?
Morin.
Yeah,
And
yeah. French black Moran, however you said that,
Moran. Okay, I don't know.
Okay. Yeah. They're really cute as babies. They're like black and white. They're super, super cute. They're good. But you guys have that. That's pretty cool. Everybody likes that. It's a really expensive chicken.
Okay.
So there you go. But yeah, I know. No rhinoceri or no hippopotamus. Yeah. No, I know. We got some cool
rhinoceroses.
Is it?
No, I thought it was. I'm gonna take it that you're right because
I think that's right. I think it's rhinoceri because it's like hippopotami. I think that's what it is.
If you say so, John. I have no idea.
Right. Well, I think that's what they do to stop you from having to say like rhinoceroses. I think that's why they say
that. That's funny.
Rhinoceroses. Yeah, I don't know. We don't have too many cool animals here in Texas, though. We do have the longhorn cattle. We got coyotes. We've got armadillos. They are cool. Armadillos are cool. Trying to think of what else. We have rattlesnakes, which are cool, I guess. As long as you don't get bit by them.
Mm-hmm.
Trying to think of what else. We do have like some weird, like deer, and like as you start going, like a water buffalo. Yeah, not here. You gotta go really far east to get that. Over the ocean to get that. But we have some really interesting like like deer and if you go west like in Arizona, they have some cool like pronghorn like antelope kind of animals. They're cool. I'm trying to think of what else. There's other stuff, I guess. We got lots of stuff. Yeah, when you get further out in Texas, there is quite a bit, I guess. So yeah, it's fun. It's good. There's a lot of cacti. There you go. See, cactuses. A lot of cacti here as well. So that's fun too. I think that's fun. It's hot though. It gets really hot. I mean, like the French countryside is like probably one of the best places on earth. So I don't know.
It depends. Like France, it's like it's not big compared to the States, but it's different. Sure. It's very different, like from the region.
Sure.
So it depends where, I guess, because you have like mountains on some parts, you have like the sea on the other part. Like it's really different. Yeah. So
that's what I'm saying. That's awesome. Like that's what's so awesome about it, I think.
Yeah, that's true. That's what's nice.
Yeah, that's what's like California's like, like people can go to the mountains, they can go to the beach, they can, do all that in one place. So everybody wants to move there. And so it's crazy expensive. It's like crazy, like really, really expensive. In like the main parts of California. It's really big too, of course, but
yeah. And you went to LA for the Lightbox. I didn't see much.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. So what part of France are you in, man?
I grew up in Paris, but like now I'm in Normandy. I'm on the west side.
Oh, okay. Okay.
West.
West side.
Yeah.
No. I see you in my mind, Ven's doing that like W, like the west side
that's
W.
What I was trying to do, but I forgot how they do it. Jolie is from way down south.
Oh, nice. Okay.
So you're from France as well. I was wondering since you spoke French before. But
what's like the bad part of France? Is there a bad part of France? Is there like a part that you're like, oh, we don't go to that part?
Like in the north, yeah. I guess.
The north, okay.
Yeah, I guess. I don't know. I never really went there, so, but
right. In America, it would be like, I don't even know where it would be. Like that might be like maybe like people say there's nothing in the Midwest. I guess maybe they would say. I don't know.
Mhm.
I like the Midwest, but people would say that.
Oh my goodness! Like definitely Delaware.
Oh,
just nothing
Delaware.
there. There's just it's such prime flyover country. Like
yeah. Yeah, it's small, but you know what though? Delaware doesn't have any sales tax.
I
so you
know.
can go there and buy
it.
a car, and you pay no sales taxes, no sales tax on it, so you can just like drive it back. And stuff. It's funny. But yeah, Delaware there's not much going on. I grew up in Maryland, right next to Delaware, so it was like, yeah, we just drive through it. That's it. No one ever stays. Which is funny. Yeah, I don't think. I mean, I think to me the worst parts of America like are the cities. I think the cities are the worst part, honestly. Like I think like Chicago, Detroit, New York. Like New York is like they're interesting, but they're just the worst part. I think.
Yeah,
they're rough. You go to the wrong side of town and.
LA, it was a weird city because like for the Lightbox, it was in the suburbs, so it was fine, I guess. But after that, we went with a friend to visit like for a week, and our Airbnb was like the place we rent. Well, it was just like near downtown LA or something.
Yeah,
it's the place. Like it's weird. It's like a district where they packed all the homeless people.
Yeah, that's pretty much California these days.
Yeah. That's weird. I don't know.
Dude, it's a whole thing. It's a whole thing like where so even on Google, get this, Vens, like on Google, there's a place called Skid Row in California.
Yeah, that was where we were. Like just
you were in Skid Row?
Oh my gosh.
Like, yeah,
dude,
oh no,
you almost died.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Vens, oh no.
We were like we were not in the district, but we were like just near it, like 500 meters, and we were there. Yeah.
Dude, that was cheap, huh? Dude,
someone
that Airbnb.
Like yeah, it was okay. But
nice affordable Airbnb.
I mean, I'm used to I'm used to go to I lived in Paris my whole life, and
gotcha. So you don't care.
So I mean, I'm used to hang out in the street and see weird people on crack or something hanging out.
Right. Well, there you go, man.
So it was like this, but it's weird because they are all packed together, like in a.
Yes.
I mean, and you walk
get this. Get
like
this. If you go on Google Maps, and I don't know if it's still like this, but last time I checked, if you go on Google Maps and you look at Skid Row right there, it's like a 30-year-old. That little section is like a 30-year-old picture of like a warehouse that used to be there. And so, so they just ignore it. Like they ignore it. Like they pretend like it's not there, like, in America. But I think it's really easy to I think a lot of cities do this. Like, I think it's really easy no one really votes down a bill. Like if you put a bill like through the government and you say, we want more money for homeless stuff, nobody shoots it down. Do you know what I mean? Like nobody shoots that down. Like they all pass it. So I think my theory is like that they just keep putting through bills like that, and then they use the money on other things. So they keep saying and so the worse the homeless problem gets, the more money they can ask for. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I think that's what's happening, because it's so bad and nothing's happening. Like nothing's happening that I'm just like, okay. So because I mean I think the budget somebody said was in like the hundreds of millions of dollars a year or something like that, in that part of California or whatever. So I just don't see how. I mean, I don't know. How nothing's happening. It's just getting worse. So I don't understand how that can happen. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I don't know. Who knows?
Horrible,
who knows? But it is bad. Yeah, dude, it's bad. I went to a concept art back in the day, conceptart.org. They had This is crazy, man. I had a there was a workshop there for the conceptart.org guys, like the guys from Massive Black. And I went there and I was taking a picture of somebody, and I was in a comic store, and I put my camera like, so in the center of the comic store were like where all the boxes of the comics were. And I put my camera on that center and then turned around and took a picture of the people that they were all staring at me, like all the people, right? And then I turned around and my camera's gone, like totally gone. Like I have no, and somebody was like, there was a homeless guy that was in there, and I was like, did that guy steal it? So I ran out right away. Well, I was there in LA, like in Skid Row, and I start looking for this dude, right? Well, I was looking everywhere for him. And I started just like traveling, and I was like intense, man. I was like, I got to get my camera. Where's my camera? You know, like that. So I'm going around, and sure enough, I'm like walking. I would like push these two dudes out of the way. They were like, it looked like they were, you know, together, like talking, and I pushed them out of the way. I was like, you guys see my camera or whatever? And they're like, a guy with a camera, and they're like, no. And I realized I was like, I just interrupted a drug deal, like, yeah. And I was like, well, tell me if you see a guy with the camera. Like, I was totally like, I was going nuts. I really wanted to find it. And so I went to like this really bad part of town, and I was just walking so confidently and so like, you know, agitated. I was so agitated that everybody kind of left me alone, but they were like, oh, leave this guy alone. He's on a mission or whatever. But I was like, where's my camera? Where's my camera? I was so mad because it happened like right behind me, you know, like, I mean, it just happened. I was like, oh, so yeah, that was funny. That was my story from Skid Row. I did that. That was really funny. I'm like in the bad part of town, like walking.
When I was like going to Lightbox, my husband was like, "You're not going," and I was like, "Look, it's like I had to show him the address. I had to have like a solid PowerPoint about why it was safe, you know." And he was like, "You're not going anywhere outside of this area that you've just said you're going to be in. You're going to call me every day at the end of the day." Nice. You're going to, like, because I was going there alone, right? And so it's like, he was just like, my wife's going to California.
I know.
Like, oh my gosh.
It's a big city. It's scary.
It freaked me out, man. I was like, dude, that's why, because you remember I asked you, I was like, so if anything bad happens, can I just call you? And you're like, yeah, whatever. And I didn't
I was like,
but it was nice.
I was like, yeah, call me. Oh, I'm fine with that. And
I told my husband, and he was like, "Oh, I'm so glad," you know, like, because he was like,
good.
"Yeah, John would scare someone."
Oh yeah, yeah. Like I'll get. I mean, the problem is you just have to be careful because it's like people have, you know, all sorts of things, like, you know, guns, knives, whatever. Like they've got whatever. You know what I mean? So you just have to like. You just have to watch what you're doing. You just have to get you. I just have to get you out of there. That's
it's also about choices.
Yeah.
Because like, if you make sound choices, you shouldn't be in that position.
Right.
But there is like just ignorance. So like, if you really didn't know that was like actually a bad part of area, like because I woke up, like, I think the first day of Lightbox, I woke up at like 3 a.m. because I normally wake up at 4 a.m. and it was like, when I was over there, it was like 3 hours into the future. So for me, I had slept in, right. So I get dressed and I leave my hotel at like 5. I didn't realize that even though the sun was rising, there was a lot of shadows.
Oh, yeah.
So I'm like walking over to Lightbox, and I'm not used to homeless people. So I'm walking, and there was this person with like a tarp over them. So to me, it just looked like someone had put out garbage.
Oh,
so
no.
I walk, and I'm walking like right next to this thing, and it moves. It moved, and I was so like, my reaction, I like sidestepped and jumped, and I was like, oh!
You were like, what the heck?
And then I booked it for like a block and a half to the rest of Lightbox, and then like I was like, okay, I'm safe. I'm fine. I'm fine. So the guy or girl who was sleeping there must have been like Who is this freaking tourist?
Oh, they're used to people.
They probably laughed.
Yeah, they're used to people being stupid, or saying stuff or whatever, There was a guy I used to play when I was playing in the band I was in. We would go to Baltimore, and Baltimore was pretty rough. Like, it was pretty rough. And there was a guy, his name was Stan the Man, and that's what he went by. And he was a homeless dude, and he was like, hey, he's like, what's up, guys? And he would always ask us like riddles, and he's like, if you can't answer this, then you gotta get me food or whatever. And we were like, all right, we liked that. I was like, I like this guy. I was like, yeah, man. I was like, let's go. And so he would tell us these riddles, and they were good. They were really good. And then one time he was like, I like you guys. And we were like, we like you too, Stan. We're like, we like you too, man. We're like, hey, listen, if you need anything, just tell us, and stuff like that. And he was like, well, listen. He's like, I know you guys play those shows in that club, and it was bad. Like, that area was so bad. He goes, listen. He's like, if anybody comes to take your radio or break into your car or whatever, he's like, I got a little pea shooter in the corner. And we were like, no. We were like, Stan. We were like, if they come, we're like, just give them let them break in. Don't shoot them. And he was like, no, it's good. He's like, he said, I did some research. He's like, if I shoot him in the leg, I only get like this many years or whatever. And we were like, Stan, don't shoot him. Like, he was like, all right. It was like, all right. We were like, dude, don't do it. He's like, well, hey, it's like a couple years of free meals. That's what he sounds like. No, it's not. I was like, it won't be good. Trust me. I was like, don't do it. It was really funny. But he was such a character. That guy was such a character. I still remember him.
I can see how, to someone who's homeless, prison might be a little bit enticing if you don't know exactly what you're getting into.
Well, I think he was just like, whatever. Like, he was just that kind of guy. He was just like, whatever. Like, he was like, he lived by the beat of his own drum, man.
Oh,
I'd always be worried about him. Like, health wise. I'd be like, hey, man, you okay? Like, is everything going? And he's like, I'm good, man. Like, I'm good. And, he was like, it was funny. Talking to him was interesting. But he always had good riddles. I was like, dang, this guy's smart.
There are some better,
yeah.
I knew one that had he wasn't telling riddles, but he had this bike, and he was always like coming every night, like on the place where we used to skate, and he was super nice to us, and we would often like give him a beer or something. And he had this bike that was like covered with flowers, and every time we would see him, it was like different flowers. Like we never knew where he was getting those. But he had like tons of flowers on his bike, and he was just riding like this on the canal. Like this huge canal.
It's nice, yeah.
It was super fun, this guy, yeah.
It's funny, isn't it? Like, it's there's some unique characters, and people don't give them a chance. But like, if you talk to people, like, a lot of times they're really chill and really, it's interesting.
Oh my gosh, I had
a lot. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Oh no, you're good. There was the one person, and this is a bad example, right? But like, it's this guy that, because you guys know I live in the ghetto part of town, right? It's this guy. He has like a stolen grocery cart.
Yeah.
And it's full of stuff. But I guess he brings it with him. And he would like sit on the corner in front of like the Tim Hortons, that is the building next to my house. And he'd have like this big sign that was like, I forget what it said, but it was basically like the government is against the homeless, like all of this.
Yeah.
And I felt for him, and I went and I had made homemade lemonade brownies that day. So I brought him a brownie, an apple, and a lemonade. And he was like, no, I don't want that. And I was like, wait, what?
Yeah.
I was like, wait, like what? And he's just
what?
like, well, if you have money, I'll take money. And I was like, well, I just wanted to be nice. You see, it's like a hot day. Like, I thought you might just like to have this. And he's like, no.
Yeah, my my father-in-law worked for he brought back the Atlantic City rescue mission kind of from it wasn't doing good, and they were going to close it, and then he kind of like brought it back and ran it for a long time, which was cool. But he knew everybody in Atlantic City, so when I would walk with him, he'd be walking and he would see like a homeless guy, and he'd be like, he'd be like, hey, he'd be like, Phil, he'd be like, get to the shelter. And Phil would be like, I'll go, you know, like, and he's like, get over there. But that was always his, because I asked him, I was like, hey, I said, what's the best way I can help everybody? You know, I said, like, when I see him, I was like, what's the best way I can help? And he was like, don't give them money. That was like the first thing he said.
Yeah.
He was like, definitely don't give people money. He's like, and he said, just get them to the shelter. He's like, you got to get them to a shelter. He's like, so they can get help from people that can actually do it, you know? He's like, because, you know, otherwise it's going to be really difficult. Like, so he said, just if you can get them to a shelter or get them food. He said, food is fine.
Food is
yeah. Or socks, actually, or something like that. He said socks were like a really important thing that a lot of people didn't have too. So, what? Yeah.
Yeah, it's like a lot of them, like what they actually need is for someone to help them get their ID papers.
Right. Yeah.
Because they usually just lose their IDs and like they just don't care because they don't have an address. You can't renew your ID papers if you don't have an address.
Right.
So a lot of people don't realize that, like, they lose their IDs because if you can't put, you know, and they lose their bank account because they don't have an address.
Right.
There's so many things that you lose.
Yeah.
Just because you don't have an address, and it's so sad. It's like,
I'll tell you what. My Scrooge Crow would never stop and help one of those guys. He would be like, I'm just gonna poop
definitely
on
not.
You. He would just poop on him. Yeah. He would just walk by, poop on him. You know. Just like Tiny Tim. Tiny Tim, like, find your own Christmas ham. You know, I'm gonna.
Well, he can't. He's dead.
Yeah. That was the darkest thing anybody's said yet, Anya.
Well, you said he was dead at the beginning of this thing. I'm just
he is. I know. You're just like, well, you know. I know it's just dark. It's like how you said.
Oh my goodness.
He can't. He's dead. So.
Very blunt. Very blunt. Yes.
He's not going to be eating any ham this Christmas. You know.
He's gonna be the ham. This is just the seasoning on top.
No, nice.
No.
I like it.
No. Oh my goodness.
Venz is like, why did I come today? You know, like everybody's probably thinking that this is a weird day. It's a
very weird conversation, but totally fine. I think it's fine. Guys, do you hate it? Like,
it is weird.
I think we should. I'm gonna go look at the other canvases. Whoa, this is so cute. Look at all this.
I gotta come see.
There's a buccaneer bird. Lots of dinosaurs. Yep. Andy being historically accurate with his dinosaur. I love it. Look at all of this.
Nice. Dang, nice.
This dog. I love it.
Who did the samurai? Dude, there's a samurai.
Oh, dude. Who did this?
Samurai is from Nexus.
That was Nexus.
Yeah.
Nice.
That is awesome.
That is awesome.
Oh, man. I'm in love with those. That was great.
Yeah. Okay. I've been kind of on autopilot with this. I haven't really been. I've been talking, but I haven't even been thinking. So I didn't even know. I was like, "What's this going to look like?" When I sort of
looks pretty good. I like the textures on there.
I got to I got to get Tiny Tim though. I got to get him worked out.
Yeah, get him in there. I'm gonna tell people what events are happening in the server in the next little bit. Okay, so if you guys didn't know, every Saturday evening at 6:30 p.m. EST, we have a hangout in the general voice chat of the Discord. So if you're interested in that, come on by. I will be there. It's going to be super fun. It's very casual. We don't record it. Then I believe on Monday the 17th. Yes, Monday the 17th at 5:30 p.m. Mr. Pixels is doing a general hangout. It's the same thing as the Saturday hangouts, but instead he's going to host it. So it's going to be something different. And then Wednesday the 19th is my classroom. So I'm doing creating majestic owls. So we're gonna take like 3 references of owls, and we're gonna like kind of try and mash them together and do fun stuff with that. So we're gonna do that. And
only majestic, though, right?
Yes, only majestic. They have to be majestic. Next Friday is a Clubhouse, so we're gonna do woodland fantasy creatures with Gabriel Quinn. Gabriel Quinn is one of he used to be a Lightbox mod, right?
That's cool.
Yeah, and he's like really, really good. So I'm excited for you guys to meet him, spend some time with him, because he's a great person. And so I want to introduce him to you guys.
He's super good at like he has a Patreon and all, and he's doing some sort of world building thing in there.
Yeah, he like teaches people. He does like live streams. There's like a Discord. He's a whole like thing, and he's amazing. So I'm excited.
I really like how he does the world building things. That's what I want to do actually. So we'll steal him a bit his ideas. But at no. I mean, I wanted to do that for a while as well. But like I really like how we approach it. Like he really thinks of everything. Like he was doing something under the sea, and he was saying, "Okay, you can find copper here, or this thing can be this." Like he was really thinking through everything.
That's
cool. I like the approach.
Yeah, I like that too.
Yeah, and just like his line quality and his shape language is just like, he did a oh my gosh, do I have it? No, I don't have it handy, but I have this like hardcover book that I brought to Lightbox, and I gave it to some people to do sketches, and I have it with me at all times at Lightbox. So he saw it and he was like, can I leave you a sketch? And I was like, yeah, go for it. I go to the bathroom, I come back to this like beautiful, like I was just like, what? Really? I was just awesome. Like, it's just gorgeous. And so that's when I was like, this guy's legit. It was awesome. Cool to meet him. He's so awesome. Mm-hmm. I'm excited to fill that hardcover sketchbook with sketches from my friends and stuff. It'll be a cool memory, like just something to have in my library that I can pull out and show people. Like, just be like, look. Gonna have to stop both of you at some point. Get you to do little sketches in there.
Let's do it.
Yeah. I couldn't. Vince, you weren't there, and then John, you were always like, it's not that I didn't see you at Lightbox, it's that you were always like, I gotta go here, gotta go there. So I didn't want to make you sit down and sketch. Like, it just felt I
wanted to, but you know.
I know, like if ever I'm at a workshop where you're there or whatever in the future, I might stop you to do that, because that's, I don't know, that sketchbook is going to be something special. I want like all my favorite people in there.
Nice. That's awesome.
Yeah. So if you want to leave a sketch in my sketchbook, you find me at Lightbox, you can do that. There's my little advert.
That's cool though, to have like as a memento. I love that.
Yeah, it's a really nice sketchbook too. It's like leather bound and like hardcover. It's so nice. And the page is like huge, so you can do whatever you want on there. It's like, but it's not, no pressure. It's not like you have to fill the page. It's like you can do a corner. You can do, it doesn't matter.
Gotcha.
Yeah. Oh man, I really love all these sketches, guys. This is, well, some of it is far more than a sketch. Look at this penguin Roman king over here by Frank.
Yeah, it's awesome.
I love this.
I want to see it. See it. Where is it?
Look at it. I'm gonna move the stream so everybody on stream can see it.
Really like it.
There we go. Look at it.
Yes.
Look at that.
A2 Penguin. No.
Yeah, I like the writing as well, and like you really did everything for it.
Nice.
Like the Roman writing and the layouts, I guess. I don't.
Man, your birds have such good, like, I don't know, just the shapes are really, really nice, Vince.
Yeah, they look super cool.
Really cool.
Thank you.
Awesome, man. They're super fun.
That being said, guys, I think we've overstayed for 5 minutes. So I won't.
I gotta finish Tiny Tim though. I gotta finish Tiny Tim.
Oh.
I'm gonna finish him. I'm gonna finish him.
We give you guys a few minutes.
Yes, I want to finish Tiny Tim. I gotta make him dead here. I gotta like finish the image.
Make him dead.
Yeah.
I love that. That's so funny.
You don't have to. You don't have to stay on account of me, but I want to.
Oh, no worries. No worries.
I thought his head was like cut out or something.
I made him like all like green, you know?
Yeah.
He's like green.
This poor little guy.
Let's make his like what did he say in the movies all the time? Like he would always say something to Scrooge. Does anybody remember what he would say? I want to put that quote on there. Like he would always say like, could I have something? I can't remember. I know like Oliver was like, can I have samosa or whatever? But I want to try to find what I can't remember what he said in like the Disney things. He said something, but I can't remember.
I don't know. I haven't watched it.
Check the Discord. What? Somebody said check the Discord.
Check the Discord. What? Okay.
What is happening?
Check the Discord.
Oh, no, you're good. You're good. Somebody spammed the entire Discord. We had a moderator take care of it. Shout out to Yaga.
I mean,
good.
What is the point? It's like, what is I don't get it.
Yeah.
Really don't get it.
No, but like, I mean, I gotta say, like, it's just really nice to, because before I used to be in a stream and we always get attacked during streams, which is like, really? But it's like, so I would have to turn and like deal with it, and it's just really nice to have backup. Like I love my team is really nice. I like all of you guys.
Indeed. They're good.
Yeah.
When you can have strength in numbers like that too, it's so much better.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Okay, maybe I'll just have his torso be cut off, maybe, or something. Just so I don't have to paint that.
Oh.
You know? Make
his legs. I guess he pecked him in half and then he pooped on him.
Yeah. Or maybe I'll just give him like tiny. Maybe I'll give him just like super tiny feet like this.
Oh.
Like really tiny feet, like that.
That's cute. Aw. Look at him. Look at him. So is this a cane? Who's cane?
Yeah, that's his cane. That's Tiny Tim's cane. That's his like iconic cane.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Sorry, I didn't know.
No, it's okay. Obviously, I'm the only one that knows Tiny Tim, I guess. I don't know what's going on here. That blows my mind. I gotta be honest, like that blows my mind that nobody knew what I was talking about.
Sorry.
That's like I would have bet. No, it's fine. No, it's totally fine. It's just like yeah, Frank. Okay, Frank knew who he was. Okay, Frank knew. Okay, I was just like, what? I mean, I couldn't believe
Frank is American.
Yes.
Yeah. From A Christmas Carol.
Exactly. We don't watch.
Yes, exactly.
I've never watched The Christmas Carol.
Me neither, yeah.
Okay.
It's a very American thing. Like
it is. You're right. It is totally.
So like
I just assumed because so many things that I think are like not that no one would know, everyone knows, which is funny. Like I would think something like Charlie Brown or something like that, like nobody would know that.
I know,
but everybody knows. Yeah, everybody knows that. Like that's funny.
Yeah, with Snoopy.
Oh. Yeah, right. Exactly.
I'm really glad you like changed it. You had like a part where his butthole was showing in pink, like around where the poop was coming out, and I was like, ew. And then you changed it, and I was like, okay, better.
That's their cloaca. That's their cloaca.
Oh, thank you for that.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Hold on, almost there.
Oh,
Don't have
no
time to
worries.
paint cloacas. Okay, I've got to.
Thank goodness. We're all saved.
The statement, like, quote John, like, I don't have time to paint cloacas. Like, well, I was talking about this with Anya. Like, were we talking about that on the other stream? Like, how it would be so easy for somebody to like pretend that I was saying something because
yes,
I have so much weird that I say that like
you're just
pretty
too
much
weird.
whatever they put up, people would think I said it. So it could be anything. It could be anything, and people would think I
there's
said
a few
it.
things. If you said it, I would be like, let me just call John up right now and see if he's okay. See if somebody's drugged him. But other than that, like, somebody could send me like a message of like a recording of you saying a lot of different stuff, and I would be like, "Yep, that's John."
Yeah, I'm not mean though.
Yeah,
I'm not mean.
no,
like I'm not mean ever, but
you're just like off the wall. Like the things you
yeah.
say are just like what.
Like if somebody put a video of me saying that I thought like we didn't go to the moon or something, like people would be like, yeah, that's John. That John probably said that. I bet you anything people would say that.
I mean, if you
like,
said you were a flat earther, I would believe you.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Is like somebody could put that up there, and I'd have to tell all my friends I'm not a flat earther or whatever, and they'd be like,
yeah, sure, John. Whatever you say. Like, that's nice.
Oh, that's funny. We might as well add that to the conversation today because today was weird. You know
that like cool story, bro. So I recently realized that when grandmothers or moms say "That's nice, dear," that's what they're saying. They're saying "Cool story, bro." Whatever.
Right. Bless your heart. That's what they say in
nice,
Texas.
Dear.
Bless your heart. That's
bless your heart.
Bless your heart.
Like, I've been around enough Southern gals to know.
Yep.
And so as a Canadian, when I moved to the States for a few years, I thought they were being nice. Like I was like, "Oh, thanks."
Yeah, everybody does.
That was my reply, and then I would always get this very subtle like scrunching of the eyebrows, like, or like if somebody's like messing with me, I just go like, "I forgive you," and then they're like, "Wait, no, that's not."
Right.
Like Southern people hate that because they're just like, "No, I was being mean to you." Like, that's all right. Have a beautiful day. I forgive you.
Well, that's the thing. Like
they're like so mad.
Yeah. Where I used to live in the East Coast, it was like people would just tell you they hated you to your face, like they were just mean. But then when I moved to Texas, they still might not like you, but they'll like be polite. They'll just be polite still, which is weird. I think I prefer the straight to my face, like telling me I don't like me. I think.
Yeah, I do prefer that.
Yeah. Yeah. Like I would rather have that.
It's like I don't want to waste my time on people that hate me. Like if you don't like me, cool, move on.
Right. Yeah.
Like don't waste my time, please.
Okay, Tiny Tim isn't quite there, but I think it's more than it was, so that's good. I just like simplified him. So let me do this.
Yeah.
Let me do this so that everybody knows. Here we go, like this. Let's go like this.
It's so good. Look at that. That's so good. This too, this new sketch that you're doing, Vince, this is really cool.
Yeah, it's cool.
I love just the patterns you put on the face and like just your shape language is really nice.
It is.
There's no shape language in that.
No, there is. There is. No, just like
sure there is. Come on, Vince.
No,
sure
the way that you're putting in the braid, the way that you're like doing this like area around where the eyes are, I would never think to use that shape to describe that.
Oh, that's what you mean. Because
it's the language of using shapes to describe form. Shape language.
That's
but for me it was more like the trying to find shapes that repeats. Or that's
because it's like in your subconscious. It's just part of how you do things. So you just don't even question that it's there, but it's like it's very there, dude.
I don't think so, because nothing repeats or nothing like is coherent. So, but it's more realistic, has less shapes that repeats and things like this. But yeah. If yeah, I guess that you could call the basic shape language. I don't know.
You're good. I just like the way I guess you would call it your shorthand. Yes.
I what?
Or just like the way that you work. I like that. It's cool. I'm trying to give you a compliment, dude.
Yeah, but
take the compliment.
Okay, I'm gonna put Tiny Tim.
Oh, there's a gravestone now. Oh boy.
Yeah, because I need everybody to know. And I'm gonna say Tiny Tim, and then I'm gonna say poop to death. Because you know they usually have like a little thing at the bottom, like, you know, he was a man of like grace and stature or something, you know. So I'll just say poop to death.
Unbelievable.
Poop to death. Okay, so let me add a little bit of a highlight on these, like underneath, like where it would actually be hitting the light, like this, you know. Rest in peace, Tiny Tim. Rest in peace. He was a good little boy. He was a good boy. Pooped to death.
That gives me images of like he came out of the bird.
Right. Yeah, it does.
Which scares me. Like that's terrifying, actually. Maybe that's why. Oh, there's a little bit of a, you know, the lower lid of that bird is like cringed a little bit.
Yes.
Yeah.
100%.
That works, you know.
Yeah.
That works.
What should Scrooge be saying? He should be saying something. I know. I got it. It's gonna be perfect.
When you are trash.
Now watch this. This is the best one. This is gonna be it right here. Then I'll do a circle like this.
Yo, man, I just want to let you know the canvas is not in the official Magma Artspace. It's in My Artspace. If you check the Discord, the live events tab, you're going to find all the information that you need. But it is the end of the stream, though, so I'm sorry I didn't catch this sooner.
Here we go. And this is going to be the final thing. Merry Christmas.
Oh, no.
Perfect.
With the green and the red. Oh, gee.
Yeah, it's a Christmas carol.
Yeah, it's a Christmas miracle. Merry Christmas. There we go. And horrified. Thank you very much.
Yeah, it's perfect. But
guys, to find a live canvas, once you're part of the art space, you can go to the live section and the live will show you where to go. But I just double checked and the description does lead to My Artspace, not the official Magma Artspace. So just double check that you have the correct information. I mean, I can put the link to the canvas in the chat, but we are going to stop quite soon, so I'm really sorry. Yeah. Must have been lost in conversation.
Yeah. Tiny.
These boys be distracting me. Sorry.
TBT. That is awesome. I want to see that finished. That is so good.
Yup, here we go with the sloth. The like. Weren't you there during that stream, John? It was like the sloth person.
No,
you weren't there for sloth. Oh, it was with Mr. Pixels. Gotcha. It's this whole thing. It's like people are drawing lazy sloths. Like
I love it.
Oh,
every day, all day, and it's I knew you would love that. Like that's consistent with your personality, John.
Oh my gosh, this is so. I just backed up from this. This is so, like, I don't even know, like, what the heck is wrong with me? Like, sometimes I just have an idea.
It's great though. It's great.
So funny though, yeah. I do like that the birds took over too.
Yeah,
like
that was wonderful.
See, that's organic. You can't make that up, you know?
Right. I could never have guessed that I would theme this ambassador hangout and that you guys would all just do birds.
Oh, the sloths are back. You didn't see
it. Sloths.
Is it why you talked about it? Maybe.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's why. Because people are doing the sloths. It's like a mascot at this point.
I didn't see.
Oh,
I love it.
Watch out, Pyro. The sloths are coming.
Yes. I love it.
And they're all like so. Oh wait, it was called Hobo Sloth.
Can you check with Magma and ask them, actually, Anya, if they would want a crow version of Scrooge pooping Tiny Tim to death? Maybe they would want that. So just ask them and check with them and see
for the banner or something.
Yeah, like just ask them. Just
I'm gonna go ahead and make an executive decision here, and
just check with them, okay? Just check.
You never know.
Maybe if he was on fire also while getting pooped on.
I could do that. I'm sure
you could, but we are out of time.
That's right.
And I do have a meeting to go to after this, so I kind of have to run.
Awesome. This was fun.
This has been amazing, you guys.
Venz, I like that what you're doing there. Like, that's really cool, actually.
The lasso?
That's interesting. Like those shapes like that. That's pretty cool.
Oh, thanks. I mean,
yeah, I like that.
Thank you.
But yeah, man, I wish I could draw like you. I wish I could.
Yeah, you're not the only one who dreams that. Jeez.
I wish I could paint like you.
We'll work our way. I'll work my way up to it. You know.
Yeah, it's practice.
Yeah.
That's right.
Exactly. All right, well, you guys, I'm gonna wish y'all a happy day, and I will see y'all
and a
in
Merry
the next
Christmas.
one. Yes, Merry Christmas to you all.